Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. I've been making trumpet videos on YouTube for some time and wanted to put together a new short series for Instagram too. One of the things I'm often asked about is buzzing. It's one of the topics that people get a little upset about actually. And some people are really into buzzing, both the lips and the mouthpiece, as well as practicing directly on the instrument, and some people aren't. And there's some confusion about it. I was talking to some trumpet players about this the other day, and it reminded me how much confusion there is. I think there's an important thing to remember, which is when we buzz the mouthpiece, playing something like this, even though that's pretty similar to playing the trumpet, it's not the same thing. We actually have to create more lip tension and that kind of stuff in order to make the sound happen. Buzzing the mouthpiece is not something we actually do on the way in to the trumpet as we're playing it. What I mean is, and you may have seen demonstrations like this by people who, don't like mouthpiece buzzing, which is they'll play a note take the horn off of the mouthpiece and demonstrate the fact that it just makes the sound of air. Yeah, I think it's important to recognize that there is a difference, but I think mouthpiece buzzing is a super useful thing to practice for the form of your embouchure and to help develop the muscles. But I think it's important to remember that it should be easier when you come to play the trumpet. Okay, that's not even what I wanted to talk about necessarily, because in the course of this discussion, one of the trumpet players I was talking to said, well, no, I don't believe that. That's not true. It is the buzz on the way in. And so I made the same demonstration. He said, well, no, you're just stopping the buzz. Didn't believe me, thought I was trying to trick him somehow. And I think it's important to remember that the way the sound is produced on the trumpet, we create a seal over our lips, over the aperture between our lips with the mouthpiece. So when we blow air, the mouthpiece helps speed it up, moves into the lead pipe of the trumpet, and the sound wave is formed in there. And, sympathetic vibration causes the lips to vibrate, all of that stuff. But the important thing is that the air moving forward gets sped up by the mouthpiece and causes a sound wave to form, which is then effectively amplified throughout the instrument. That's the noise that we hear coming out of the other end of the bell. Okay? Now, in actual fact, even though the mouthpiece is a big help because the design of it helps speed the air up to make this easier for us, we don't actually need it. And this was how I came around to saying, well, no, it's not me buzzing going in. I can play without a mouthpiece. And again, to demonstrate, there's no mouthpiece right here. Now, it's a little bit harder work because the mouthpiece isn't helping me, but if I give the air at the correct speed and at the correct intensity, the sound will form. It sounds not particularly pretty, I dig, but, I'm like, well, it's just one note. I said, no, I can play this way. And so on. At this point he says, well, that's great, but you're still buzzing your lips on the way in. And I said, well, no, it's, if anything, it's the horn buzzing the lips. He said, no, but, you're still resting it on the outside, therefore, that's what you do. And tried something which I haven't tried before, and actually realised it's possible. Yes, right now, I'm pressing the receiver of the trumpet to the outside of my lips. As long as the air's right, the air will form the sound. And so what I demonstrated then, and I'll demonstrate again now, is that actually, watch closely, watch where this goes. Now, because I don't have the same sort of vibrating surface in between my lips, it's a lot harder to do, but because the air's right, the trumpet still makes a sound. Kind of a stupid demonstration, but something I wanted to share because I think it's a helpful reminder that it's the air that does the work when we play this thing. And that shouldn't be underestimated. All the other stuff we need to practice is totally valid to practice, and mouthpiece buzzing in particular is a great way to test if our airspeed is going right with something we can hear, because if we're just blowing and going, then we can't really hear a pitch. If we're buzzing, or even mouthpiece buzzing, we now have some kind of feedback we can hear, so we know if we're in the right place. We know if we're blowing a smooth airflow that's maintaining pitch, or if our air's not as focused as we need it to be, and we try and do that and it comes out as without a static tone. Just something to think about. We don't even need the mouthpiece. You can play perfectly happily without it. It's just not as easy. Hope you found this interesting, something to think about. Please check out my videos on YouTube. The link's on the screen. It's youtube.com/airflowmusicnyc. It'll be linked in the description under this video. I'll see you another time. In the meantime, as I like to say on YouTube, go practice.